What's up, guys? We're back out here on some public, doing a little more scouting today. Not putting any cameras out, but we're gonna do a little scouting out here. It's about 6 o'clock now. We're gonna walk around the woods here and see if we can find some more possible areas to set up on. Maybe get getting close to some of these bedding areas and see if we can't see any tracks going in and out of them. Some more opportunities this year. And later on this evening, in about 2 hours, when it starts getting real cooled off and it starts getting later in the evening, I'm gonna go out and start glassing some of these fields out here on public, see what I can see. And yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Had camera we set out Saturday. We've got some deer moving through there. Had 2 does and a small buck. And then on my other camera, we've had a couple bucks and a few does through there. So it's looking good so far. Just waiting to get one of these big shooters on camera. Ain't got no shooters yet, so we'll get to walking back through here and see what we can see. Maybe find another spot for this year. We'll catch y'all in a little bit. Alright, what's up, guys? We're back out in the truck here. We just got done at that spot. Found some really good stuff. Found a good bedding area, a ton of deer tracks. Back there on that cornfield, deep in there, didn't see a whole lot until you got further and further back in there towards the thick part of them woods. Once you got back in there on that cornfield, I found some really nice buck tracks. Big buck tracks. So I need to get a camera put out over here back in that corner. It's kind of a pain to get to, but it's how we like it. Keep it away from everybody else. But needless to say, I need to get a camera out here. Probably set one of those up. If not tonight, probably sometime next week or the week after. Get a camera over here and see what we can catch moving through there. That track was big as my end, if not bigger. But we're gonna get out here to this next spot, walk around a little bit. It's getting closer to dark. It's 7 o'clock now, so still got about another probably 30 minutes to an hour before it really gets prime time for these deer to start moving. And we'll see what we can see. We'll get after it. We'll catch y'all later. All right, guys, we made it out here to the second spot here. We're gonna be scouting around a little bit. Big sunflower patch out here. And we're gonna walk along the edge of it, get back there into these woods, see if we can't find any more tracks and possibly some spots to set up on. I brought my binoculars out just because it's getting a little later. If I see something crossing one of these big fields, so I can get good eyes on it, we'll see what happens. But it's been fun so far today. It's been interesting. But I'll catch y'all here in a minute. We'll see what we can see. Alright, guys, we just got here to the next spot. We're not going to get out and scout any, because in the drive over here I already seen 4 does and a soybean field on private. So we're out here in this big soybean field. We got plenty out here on public right now. We're all do some glassing out here and see if we can't see any bucks running through here. I'll catch y'all in a little bit. What's up, guys? We're back out here, Hunt Trail Outdoors. It's the next day. We're gonna go out here and put a camera out at this public land cornfield I found, where I seen that big buck truck yesterday. And it seems like a really good spot where a lot of deer have been moving through. And it's back off in the far back of this cornfield, kind of a pain to get to, but like I said yesterday, that's the way we like it. The harder it is to get to for us, the less likely someone's going to be wanting to walk that far back in there. So I'm going to get out here and put this camera out, see if we can't get a picture of this deer, or I found his tracks yesterday. See if we can't get a picture of him on camera and maybe be a potential shooter. We went out, as you've seen yesterday, we went out glass, seen a couple small bucks, had a 6-pointer, there are 2 6-pointers, they're small, and then a 7-pointer, 8-pointer, and a spike. The 7-pointer and 8-pointer, next year they'll probably be shooters, but this year they're just too small. They're not where they need to be, but they were decent. But we're gonna drive out here to this next spot and get this camera put out. Catch y'all out there. Alright guys, we just got back out here to this public spot where we found this cornfield and these big buck tracks. We're gonna get back in here, get this camera set out, do a little more scouting around the area, see what we can see. But I got a good feeling about this spot. Hopefully we can get some good pictures of a giant, or maybe even a couple of giants. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get out here on public, so we'll get out here, get it set out, and we'll see what happens. Well, camera's out. I'm hot. I get a drink of water, chill out for a little bit, drive over to some spots to see if we got any different deer moving. Some of these public spots over here. Alright, what's up guys? We just got over to this other soybean field and got a little small 6-pointer out here grazing around right now. Just gonna give it a little bit of time, see if anything bigger comes out. He's just a little guy, probably 2-year-old buck, 1.5 year, 2-year-old buck. A lot of these, what I've noticed with a lot of these smaller deer, these young deer that I've seen so far in the last couple of days, is they've got a lot of potential. They've got a lot of potential to grow. That's if they make it through the year. But a lot of these bucks do have a lot of potential. Seems like they're pretty wide and pretty tall. They're just a little short on the tines. But I'd say he'll be a decent buck next year. But we're we're gonna sit out here and just watch a little bit longer. Maybe go over to a couple of these soybean fields up through here and see what we can see. I'll catch y'all later. What's up, guys? We are heading into work this morning. I didn't do an outro yesterday. Didn't really see a whole lot. Seen a couple bucks, a couple small bucks, a little 7-pointer and a little 4-pointer in a different spot, and a couple of those. Seen a bunch of deer in some fields when I was driving home. Didn't get anything on my cameras last night. It's just a waiting game there. We'll see what happens. I need to get some more cameras. Eventually, I'd like to get me about 2 more and get put out. I'd like to put one out. Back up in that other spot that I found, and then try to find me another good spot to put a camera. That way I could have 4 out in 4 different areas. See what happens, but you never know. But I'm gonna get off here, get to work. We'll catch you on the next one.